Did you notice, what did she have in front of her the whole time as she did it? Yeah, two things. Blue book, which is this, and she had a training manual. So she didn't have to memorize the whole thing, did she? She had it here as a guide if she needed to just remember what she was talking about. She had it there. Okay? Do you notice she was pretty natural? Like pretty low, like laid back, right? Eye contact? Yeah. She still was able to look down at what she was needing to, but she used a lot of eye contact, right? Was she smiling? Yeah, lots of smiling. Okay. She cut food. Why do you think that's important?
To demonstrate.
Yeah, that's what we do, right? We don't cut rope at home, right? We cut a lot of food usually, so that's a good reference, right? And you notice how she passed the product, everything to the customer, right? Always wanted to hang on to it and get a handle for it. So as far as the demo goes, just a little quick review. So this is the blue book. You guys will all have one of your own by the time we're done the initial training seminar. You have your own manual today. But with the blue book, when we start out, in the beginning, the presentation's pretty easy. You know, I feel confident that I could give you guys even a binder, an order form, petite carver, and some rope and say, okay, see you on Monday, you'd come back and you'd be able to sell Cutco. I don't want you just to sell something. I'd like you to feel more confident with what you're doing, right? So that's how we're going to do the training. But when we do it in the beginning with the prospectus, when you get to their place, do you think we want to jump right in, or do you want to sit down and talk to them for a few minutes? Yeah, that's called building rapport. So we like to build rapport with people a little bit before we jump into the demo. So then we start the presentation. We open up the blue book or the prospectus to this page. So what do you think we talk about here?
History.
Yeah, the company, right? When was the first, do you guys remember when the first knife was made? Yeah, 1949, right? So we talk about the history of the company. Then after we do that, then we go like this, and we talk about this. This is what typically they have, or they did have, or they know of. This is common knives, okay? So we talk about what they have. We talk about the problems they experience and why they have those problems with them. Okay, then we go to here, the features and benefits of Cutco. This offers a solution to all the problems they have, right? What do we do here to show them in a way that they, when they use it, how Cutco will solve their problems? We cut the rope, right? So that's where we cut the rope, right? When we're talking about the features and benefits right here. Then we talk about the warranty. Okay, that's pretty obvious, but we're going to cover our forever guarantee to them. After we do that, then we talk about the basic set. This is the names and uses section she was talking about. Okay, so we walk through all the pieces in the set. We also have all those products in the back, right? We've got the kitchen tools and all the accessory stuff. We go through all that. After we've told them how great it is, we showed them how to store it. There's a block, kitchen tools, you know, we cut the penny in the beginning. We did all that. We tell them how great the product is. What do you think they're going to want to know? The price, right. So then we go ahead and we give them the price. We walk through a competitive cutlery when we compare with, and we walk through the price for them. And then after they buy or not, regardless of what happens, what do we ask for at the end of the presentation? Yeah. So then they recommend us because they had fun in the demo, they enjoyed the product, so then they refer us to other people that they know. So it's pretty easy. That's a basic demo, and that's kind of how easy the layout really is there. Now we don't want to just go through the motions, right? We want to make sure we know the information. We're adding our own personality and confidence and enthusiasm. So what I'm going to do is give you guys now your own training manual. So you guys can just take one and pass it on down. And then on the whiteboard here, I'm going to put the information you're going to want to put on the front there. You should know that. Yes, and I'm not going to put that on the whiteboard. But on the top right, it says your name, and then it says office number, okay? So the office number on the top right is 1599. That designates Calgary amongst all the offices in Canada. And then it says a sales rep number. You're going to get that guy's on Saturday, so we're not going to fill that out. Go down to the middle, and then it says training coordinator, so you can stick my name in there. Okay, and I'll put it up here. Okay, Angie McDougall. Then it asks for the office phone number. Okay, 243-4236. Then it says company website. And there's two I'm going to get you to put. Okay, one is vectorconnect.com. And the other one is myfaststart.com. Okay, two sites we'll talk about how they're going to benefit you. Once you get that all filled in, then you can flip to the inside cover of the training manual. side cover, it gives you an agenda. So today we're going to cover and review, practice 75% of the presentation. We're going to focus mainly on the product, cover some advancement, and review a bit of pay. Tomorrow we're going to cover prices, competitive brands, set combinations, do some cutting, scheduling appointments, which is really simple. And then the last day we're going to do, it's a short pack day where we're going to put everything together. We'll focus on recommendations and how to write up orders, okay, which is one of my favorite parts for you. So by the end of the training, you're going to be ready to start. We'll cover everything you need to know. There's a reason that everything's in the order that it is. So if you're wondering when do we get to that section, just look to the inside of that page and you'll see where we're going to cover that. So you just want to keep the questions on that section. So you can go right now to page 3. We're going to skip through the introduction. You can read that part on your own, but if you go to page 3, we're going to jump right into the training manual itself. Okay, so on page 3, you'll notice that how things are worded is 90% of what you're going to be taught is point form. Okay, 90% is point form. So very easy to follow and easy to read. On the left-hand side, you're going to have to use your own instincts here, okay, and judgment of what you say and what you don't. So you're not going to look at your customer, right? You're not going to go warm up. We're going to warm up now. Like, you're not going to say that. I'm building rapport with you. Okay, we don't say that, right? That's for you to know that's the section we're on, okay? What you will do, where it says introduce yourself, take time to talk to them. Okay? Talk for a few minutes. People that you know, you guys, it's pretty easy, okay? You know them a long time, it's not a big deal. When you start seeing someone you're recommended to, a good person to start the conversation with is somebody you both know. So who do you both know? The person who referred you. Yeah, right.
That's a bigger question now.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is it a disadvantage in not knowing anyone now?
You know, well, that's kind of like the example I used, right? Is I knew one person in the city, did a demo for them. The difference between somebody who knows a lot of people in Calgary and someone who doesn't is how many training appointments they do. That's the difference, right? So I've had people, like Christine Jitt, good example, right? I didn't get to fully introduce her today, but you will meet her and know her. She started with us 2 years ago. She grew up in St. Andrews, New Brunswick. She was here for school. So she might have known some people, but she didn't really know a lot of people that were like best people, right? So she basically did 5 training demos, right? And then just showed all the people she's referred to. And so we have lots of examples. That's the main difference. Right? So introduce yourself, right? Talk to the person you refer to because you know them the best, right? Then you start saying this, right? Where it says in quotations, like I said on the phone, you don't have to buy anything, but if you do see something you like, you can get it today. Why do you think that's important to review right from the start? Yeah, go ahead, Doug.
It doesn't put the pressure on the customer.
Exactly. They know, oh, right, I don't have to buy, there's no pressure, but if I want to, I can. So you want them to know that they can if they want to, right? Then it tells you where you should be in your blue book. Don't worry about that right now, but when we do the role playing, you'll know where you should be showing the customer because this, guys, this is only for their reference. Okay, we don't read from here. We always read from our manual because more stuff's in the manual. But this is where you want them to be looking. So then we open it up, and then they're looking at the next section. So it says, thanks for seeing me today. And in appreciation, the company is a draw 3 times a year that I get to enter you into. We have a draw, you guys, a shopping spree, and we have 3 campaigns. And they basically go every 4 months. So we draw a name at the beginning of every campaign, which is January, May, and September. So underneath where it says customer draw, just write January, May, and September, okay? Because then you'll know